All right, so I got a new camera, the Sony A7c with the full kit lens, that new lens that they brought out, the 28 to 60 millimeter. And in this video, we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna show you my new vlogging setup. Let's go. So let's get in here and we'll fire it up. I'm not into prolonging unboxings. I really just want to use it. I could just fire it up and use it, but I want to show you how it comes in the box here. So this is how it comes in the box to you. It's official, A7c. I never use these straps. So you've got the charging brick right here, and this is a huge battery. So I'll definitely need to charge this battery up. This is their Z batteries, and I've heard great things about these batteries, man. Long battery life on here. So this is the charger. I don't need that. And this lens, this is the new lens. This is the new lens. Sony E-mount. Yeah, so here it is right here, man. 28 to 35 to 40 to 50 to 60. So this is gonna be really good, man. I'm really excited. So it's an extended lens, so you have to actually twist it to get it out and get it going. But yeah, this is gonna be really nice. I'm pretty excited about this one. So that's the lens. Here's the camera. So, and they've got a charging cable under here, and this is the camera now is Type C, opposed to the other cameras that are micro USB. And I went with silver. Really wanted to get a camera that looked really good. It's like a matte gray with a silver on top. It's kind of that nostalgia of the old cameras back in the day, some people call them. So this does have the flip out articulating display. You can put it into armor guard mode, or you can protect the camera. It does have the wheel focus. It has a menu button in the middle of the camera there. I don't know why it's like that, but this is a full frame camera, and this is going to be my camera of choice. Hopefully, if I like it, I'm going to stop using the Sigma combination with my A6100 for front-facing vlogs. Overall, I'll start using this for more vlogs. I'm still going to use my Sigma setup, but just not for my main camera for the channel. So this is just looking over the camera. It's just a beautiful, beautiful camera. So this is really nice. I can't wait to get this into motion. One thing that's important, I've been checking out a lot of things about the camera, and these doors now compared to, because I've heard all kinds of stories. Oh, don't get it. It's a watered down A7 III. It's a blah blah blah. It's a small version of the A7S3. Whatever. These doors right here, and not having to go to the bottom of the camera for my SD card is just a world better. One thing I don't like about these doors though, because I tend to, if I have this plugged in, these top two will be open. The two at the top and the bottom will be open more. So the chances of these breaking, if I can snap these off, I'll take these off, which I'm sure I probably can take those off, but I'll probably just permanently pop those off because this camera won't go outside much. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. HDMI, and they still have the micro HDMI right there, and there's your Type C, and there's your monitoring right there for headphone, and then again, mic is up top. So this is a beautiful looking camera, man. I'm gonna get it charged up, set up. The menu system is the same as the other Sony cameras. You know, it's not a touch screen when you're using it that way. You've got all your function and display. If you've used a camera from Sony before, you kind of know what you're getting into. The difference for me is I've never used a full frame camera, and so now I have the S-Logs I can do. So this is gonna be really nice. Steady shot inside 4K. So let's get this fired up here. If I didn't tell you I was excited, I'm excited. And for this to be a full frame camera, folks, this is one of the lightest full frame cameras. One of the lightest full frame cameras I have ever. This is a smaller. It's about the same size as my A6100, and I'll bring my A6100 in here. Not so much looking at the body or the camera lens. If you just look at the body, it's just a hair bigger than my A6100. That's really impressive. That is impressive how they got the size down on this full frame camera. If you've never seen a full frame camera before, they are heavy. They're bulky cameras, man, and they're big. So the fact that they have this setup like this, I really like how small and compact it is. And really, I got this for the quality. I'm looking to get that really good quality. Man, I'm really hoping that I can get some better quality, because I've seen this new kit lens that they have. This is their new kit lens. I'm really hoping that I can get some really good quality for my front-facing vlogs now and see the difference in between full frame and APC. So this is it, man. It's very reminiscent of the way this is set up. I've still got my dial right here, and I now have this switch right here. It's the same, and I like to have a record button right here. The record button right there is nice because the record button is actually on the side of the A6100, but I have mine programmed where when you're in movie mode, you can have this button right here, shoot your video, and that's the way I have it set up. But ultimately, this is going to become my full-time vlogging camera. Now, if I'm streaming on a live stream with multiple people, I'll probably use this camera, and if I'm shooting some front-facing things, I might still use this camera. And if I end up liking this one a lot, I'm just going to sell the A6100, and I'm going to give it away, folks. I kid you not. I will give this away at a good price. This is a very expensive camera still. I've had it for just over a year, and it is still in somewhat pristine condition, and I can guarantee you I'll get at least 90% of what I paid for this. So that's if I decide to sell it. I don't think I will. I'm not planning on selling it right now. But I'm going to go ahead and get this fired up and set up, and then let's see what it looks like. I got to take these off. I got to take these off. I took these off of the other one too. I don't even know why they're there. Oh man, I'm excited. So I jumped online and I said, you know what? First of all, I wasn't even planning on buying a new vlogging setup, but for some reason I decided I wanted to go full frame. Now this is the camera on the tripod now, the Sony A7c, and this is that new 28 to 60 millimeter lens. So I'm about 3 feet away from the camera, and I haven't made any adjustments as far as like the settings, and the only thing I did was change it to 4K, and that's it, and I put it on and hit record. So this is the footage that you're going to get right out of the box with no adjustments. And the best part about this video, I am using no artificial lighting. All natural sunlight is coming in. And even right now behind the camera, there is no sunlight. This lens, if you were in question about getting the kit, because some people buy the body and they buy a different lens, and I might go ahead and get that Tamron lens. I might grab it. However, this kit lens, Sony did wonders with this kit lens. This is incredible. Now, you know my other vlogging setup is the 16 millimeter Sigma lens with the A6100. This is my new setup. Reason being, this is more compact for sure. The body of this camera is only a little bit bigger than my A6100, and then the lens, well, look at the footage. It's just as good, if not better, than the Sigma lens, or right on par. I have to do some side-by-sides, but nonetheless, right now, this is the introduction to this camera and my new setup. So this is important to me because I was in question. First of all, I was on the fence about doing any kind of upgraded cameras back in the day at all, and then I got my ZV-1, then I got the A6100, I got the Sigma lens. This is great. I think that if you were on the fence about having a good vlogging setup, now let's be clear here. I'm using the Yeti X. I have the Yeti X going into the camera. So I do highly recommend that you get an external microphone, because most camera microphones, they're good, but they won't give you the quality that you need. So, pro tip, by the way, if you ever decide to use an external microphone with your mirrorless camera or DSLR camera, go in and adjust your audio settings down to 1, and then up the volume on the mic. That'll eliminate any kind of hissing or noises or anything. You should be okay. It should be a lot more clear, more tones for you. So, vlogging. I do a lot of talking head vlogs, and I wanted to personally upgrade my camera, and I consider this an upgrade because, folks, how many kit lenses can do quality like this? I mean, yes, this isn't a very expensive upgrade, but for the way I like to do vlogs, I mean, I love to do a lot of talking head vlogs, and I think this is the best way to give you the quality footage. And I can get something that makes me happy with a full frame camera. I think this is fantastic quality. And I thought the Sigma with the A6100 was good for vlogs. I really like this footage. No crop sensor, full frame. So when I pop a lens on here, I'm pretty much getting the true quality of that lens. Now I can very well pop my Sigma lens onto this camera, but I don't plan on doing that because I have it set to auto 35mm, where it'll basically accept that lens and then make the camera go down to basically a crop sensor. But what's the purpose of me doing that? So if I buy any other lenses, it'll probably be the Tamron lens or the Sony 20mm lens. I'm not sure. But for right now, this is a great vlogging setup. I just think this is so nice because I don't need anything but natural light. You can shoot this, and again, this is for the people that were thinking about getting this complete kit instead of just getting the body, and also even buying this camera at all. So if you're a person who was in the market for a new camera and you had a little bit of bread to spend, I think you probably you can stop now. Because I've heard all the horror stories and I've heard all the positive stories. Oh, it's A7S3 or A7 III. This is kind of a combination of all the things. And now you have this camera in a smaller body. Well, you should be excited about this camera because full frame cameras are huge. They are big, folks. If you've never seen a full frame camera, it's big. So we can't really count Sigma's full frame camera as the world's smallest because, yes, we could, but it pretty much doesn't have anything with it. It doesn't come with anything. It doesn't have a flip out screen. You have to pretty much buy that camera, and it's very expensive, and then buy everything else. This is Sony's answer, I believe, to people who are wanting a small full frame or just a small powerful camera. Now the battery life is their Z batteries. Now my battery on my Sony a6100, it's actually fairly good. It's not the best, but when I use that camera, I always have it on power if I'm going to be doing a long shoot. But when I take it off the battery, I just take it off power and just use battery. It's okay. So vlogs, smartphoneconversations.com. So that's why I do a lot of vlogs, talking heads. Let's discuss. But I think this setup right here is going to be phenomenal when it comes to my vlogs. So you tell me what you think about this quality. Now let's go into the living room because I always sometimes shoot in the living room. I'm looking at the viewfinder because it has that beautiful flip out screen. Let's go into the living room and let's go outside and then we'll finish up. All right, so I popped on the Boya mic since I'm portable now, and I'm standing in this same spot that I normally would be shooting at, and just look at. I'm impressed. This is. Should have went full frame a long time ago, but again, this is an expensive upgrade, so spend your money wisely. But I think that the A7C, just shooting with this new kit lens from Sony, is ridiculous. Let's go outside. Now here we are in direct sunlight, man, and this is really going to be a test of time for this lens right here to see how it can actually do. So as I look through, I'm just spinning around to catch all the different angles. Whoa. From the viewfinder, it looks really, really good. This is why I would use a hood, but this lens didn't come with a hood. But it's super sunny out, like really sunny out. So let's head back over here. I'm checking the viewfinder too. Wow. This is a great lens combination. Sony hit it out of the park with this one. So, I mean, if you were interested in the kit lens and just buying this combination like I did, I'm giving you real-time footage here. And this is in 4K, not 1080p 60. But I'm giving you real-time footage here. And I'm holding this full-frame camera with my hand. It's small enough, compact. It's really, really good. So let's head back inside because it's 100 degrees out here. All right, so if you were on the fence about this camera, whoa, you're getting the footage here. Now remember, I'm used to using the Sigma lens for this portrait style background, but it looks like for me, this new lens that Sony has, this 28-60, is super crisp and super clean. So you tell me what you think about the footage. Let's head back to the office and let's close this video out. I think it's time to put the A6100 up for sale. No, I don't know. I mean, folks, look. This footage here is absolutely great, and I appreciate you guys stopping by to check out this footage of my new Sony Alpha A7c. This camera is amazing. Now, in all reality, I could just use this camera right here with the kit lens, since it is a zoom lens as well, and shooting at 28 millimeters is, oh man, it's incredible. This footage is good to me. And it'll probably be really good in 1080p 60 as well. But, you know, you tell me, man. You tell me what you think about this footage. Vlogs and everything are always really good when your footage is really good and your mic, like your quality is really good and your microphone is good. So just to recap, I do have the Yeti X right here out of view. And I do have that hooked up to the camera itself. I didn't even bother testing the onboard camera mics because I honestly don't recommend that you use the onboard camera mics, even if you think you're trying to save, because it's weird that if you spent $2,000 on this camera, you should definitely be able to spring another $100 or $200 for a good microphone. So with that being said, get an external microphone. You'll be doing yourself justice. Even if you want to get a little cheap a Boya mic like this, these $40 boom mics, they don't sound as good as a Yeti, but still, they're going to be better than the onboard mics. That is for certain. So, hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Now you know the Sony Alpha A7c is the new setup, and I am pumped to give you vlogs like this now. Well, I gotta get back to shooting other videos. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.